From the road closure going into effect for the Starhopper launch. I don't know what to say though. Like,
For the Starhopper 1 meter tethered hop.
yes. Hello there, my name is Horizon Skies here at SpaceX Virtual. We're about 5 minutes away from the road closure to the Starhopper 1 meter tethered hop. Today we'll be streaming this live so you can get all of the events up to date. Everyone's just preparing at the moment.
Hello, I'm Kerbal Madness, or NetB in-game, and I will be with Horizon, and we will be providing you with the latest information on the Starhopper 1 meter tethered hop.
This is looking very promising, don't you think, Kerbal? Some more development on Starhopper, getting the Raptors on.
Yeah, I think We had a great static fire last time. You should also go check out the video on Grio's channel. Um, and yeah, we had a great static fire with Raptor number 6. And we are preparing for hopefully a 1 meter tethered hop with a duration at about 3 seconds. So yeah, we hope to see it, and it will hopefully go all well, so we can get more information on how Starship will behave when in flight and how we could build one.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite dark today, but we got those nice, lovely little lights, which will hopefully illuminate the entire thing. Road should be closed. Well, it's probably already closed now, but we're just going to be waiting for the final preparations, and then, well, we just wait.
As you can see, we are panning out to the Raptor number 6, which has done our last static fire.
Oh, yeah.
For a reminder to everyone wondering why we don't have a clock, is because of the dynamic schedule of this testing. As you probably know, these tests can occur at any time if the vehicle is prepared, and we don't essentially have a time for the static fire. We only have a time for the beginning of the preparations, and then we'll need to see how it goes. And that's why we use time schedules like road closures, because we don't have an exact time. We only know a time zone where it can happen. A time. Can you help me out on this? A time. What can you
Well,
say?
yeah, I think it's
A
all about the
window.
way that
Yeah.
how volatile the engines are and just how just it can start, and there's no real time to identify when the static fire actually does start. I mean, Starhopper just it just goes, you know.
Yeah, like when you are doing a Falcon 9 launch, which will have many upcoming Falcon 9 launches, you should go check out our Discord for more information on those. When you do a Falcon 9 launch, you have a very precise window where you need to take off. So we actually know when you take off or light up the engines. While when we're doing Starship testing, well, we don't have a window on this. We only have the road closure. They give us 6 to 8 hours, and then we do whatever we do, but we never maintain a clock that tells us, oh, we need to rush because we have to do this before a certain time. So yeah, it's quite a free schedule, but we still need to do the tests. So we really can't just start delaying things. We still need to do the test.
Well, I think all of these Starhopper tests are all needed, honestly. They are just going to help us progress, and that's just the main thing. All right, well, we can't exactly say when, but it's going to be pretty soon, the Starhopper. So yes, there is the T minus in the top, but remember it's just an approximation, as you know, it's just Starhopper. It's not like a proper full scheduled launch where there is a time window, but then again, it's a tethered hop, and this tethered hop is just going to be as important as any other launch, really, as it gives us really valuable information and data. You know, developers have been working really, really hard on this, and it's going to be really fun to do. You know, anyone
Yeah.
can just come in and watch the stream and watch it and watch Starhopper go. So, as you all know, here's some facts for you. So, Starhopper, it's doing 1 meter tethered. Hopefully, the next hop should be, well, obviously over 1 meter. Maybe 3 meters, 5 meters. It all depends on what they want to do next. It's probably going to be more than that. Fire duration is going to be 3 seconds, probably. Not exactly, but probably like 2.9, something like that. The tank farm, you can see it next to us. Tank farm is currently not. Well, actually, it is connected, but they're just sort of on standby for now, as the hop isn't going to happen right now. But it's going to
Because
happen in
we
the pure
still need
future.
to get the ground crew near Starhopper so that they can actually connect the fuel pipes and everything, so that we can actually fuel Starhopper. Except we can't actually just start preparing the tank farm because it would be way too dangerous if a pipe just broke. It could cause an immense explosion, which is what we try to prevent, because essentially you have liquid oxygen and methane, which are both
Very
increased,
explosive.
yeah, very explosive when combined together. And that's why we have to stop all operations when we have people near them.
Well, that's what they say. It's not rocket science, except when it is. You know.
Yeah.
Currently, yeah, we're just awaiting ground crew. But it's not going to be now. The hop. We advise you just wait and sit and stay put. That's what we're doing.
Alright, so we have a lot of people asking, so I'm gonna give a shout out to everyone that's asking. Not gonna say particular names, but to everyone. And thank you for watching this incredible feat that we are essentially watching live. And this will mark a lot of people in the future, probably, because our ultimate goal is to reach Mars. And when we do it, this will be a piece of history. Not if we do it, but when we do it, this will be a piece of history.
And little thing while Andrew was just saying that ground operations have just started, meaning that the ground crew will be moving in. Don't worry, they're following all of their procedure. It should be perfectly fine. And once they've done that, we can get our Starhopper launch on. Still approximately 50 minutes to go, so we're going to be here for a little while. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's been here. SpaceX, very important. I mean, what else can I say? Thank you. Right, and on stream here, you can see the actual ground operators moving in. Now they're getting very close to Starhopper, and you've got to realize what Starhopper is, and you've got to realize that these ground crew, they're incredibly brave coming near to something so volatile, don't you think?
Yeah, we try our best to make it the safest we can for people, but it's still, you can't make progress without getting yourself at risk. In everything, you really can't move forward if you don't risk something.
Especially when you're the ground personnel working on a massive Starhopper with a huge Raptor engine. Alright, well, we'll now be doing questions for anyone that's watching the stream. You can post it in the top chat or in the Roblox chat. I will be answering questions in top chat. Ant can also answer questions in top chat. We'll also be answering them in Roblox chat, but we won't be answering them on the Discord at the moment. But yeah, please send us any questions you have, and we'll try our very best to find them and answer them. New question from @bap1234. Can you answer what tethered means? What we mean by tethered is that it is forcibly connected to the ground, so Starhopper doesn't, well, fly off, should I say?
Yeah, we have actually 3 lines connected to each leg, and essentially we use them to make sure that even if the engine fires for longer than normal, we actually make sure that it can't hurt anyone.
Ground crew are now currently moving towards the tank farm. They're going to be doing their each respective jobs. They've just had a little briefing over there. Here's a new question from Merlin Explorer. Where is Elon Nation right now? That's a secret. Who knows?
Yeah, I think Elon Nation is currently supervising the crew, the ground crew. And yeah, you can see the ground crew currently setting up ladders so they can reach the top of Starhopper and connect some fuel lines. And you can also see the spot robot. Now, the spot robot is who we call Zeus, and it's essentially a robot from Boston Dynamics. And we use it for different operations, usually things that maybe crawl under something that a human wouldn't do usually, or essentially just supervising other elements of, for example, construction. As you can see, we have some construction going on our launch site because we want either this or Cape Canaveral to later become our main launch site for starships.
As you guys can see, we currently have a lot of new questions in. Yes, Zeus is actually seeable there. You can go and see him out, check him out. A great little tool made by Boston Dynamics So you can see we actually have HRs on the site with the advanced team here on the ground. Just shows, it always just takes the dedication to work. As you can see, the pipe's actually being connected now, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. But yeah, it's just an insanely hard job, so a lot of respect for all those who do it. I'm going to be answering more questions from the chat now. Question from Aiden0014 Alt 2. Let's see. Is it going to fly or is it going to static fire again? This will be well, not really a static fire. It's going to be a tethered hop. So you could sort of say a static fire, but it's not going to fly freely because it's only going to have about a 3-second burn. But when you think about all the kilojoules of force that's going to create, you could almost say that it's flying, but it wouldn't actually fly. If you guys look very carefully, you can currently see the fuel lines going in. You want to say anything about that? Looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, we are connecting the fuel lines right now. You can see them being connected. And hopefully, when we have all of them connected, we will check out if there are no issues with anything and we are clear to go for a launch.
I mean, you've got to imagine climbing up the entire side of Starhopper to get on the curved roof in the darkness of the night, probably when it's rather slippery due to the humidity in the air. Think about doing that.
Yeah, that's a great point of view. Yeah. If you imagine yourself, essentially, Starhopper is 9 meters wide. Most people don't have a notion of that when they just look at this, but Starhopper is 9 meters wide and about 30 meters tall. So that is quite a big ladder to climb.
Yeah, as you can see, Elon Nation is currently on site checking out the Starhopper piping. I mean, he's not like other CEOs who normally sit in their office. He's there. There he is. A question from atspap1234, which was answered by a Melanie Explorer, sort of. What if the connections fail for whatever reason? What happens? Well, we don't really know what you mean by connections. Just remote connections. And if so, FTS will be triggered where the advanced team, executive team, and all of that will be coming in, and they'll try and rescue Starhopper. Command and control team will already know, and we have a few special procedures. So we're going to have the head of the operation check over it, mission director, and yeah, they'll sort it out.
I'm actually checking through the files to see if Starhopper actually has an FTS system, a flight termination system, or if they will just terminate the engine via either adding too much fuel so that it can essentially, if it goes oxygen rich, the engine will literally start eating itself because an oxygen rich combustion will be hotter and it will destroy the engine, or if they just completely cut the fuel.
Honestly, I think that they would just instantly cut the fuel, and considering it's tethered, it won't be that bad. If you look carefully, guys, you can currently see the ground team moving out. The first car is an emergency operations car. The second car is the executive team car with Elon Nation inside. Then we have 2 ground operation cars behind it. The front car is a patrol car. The second car is the HR car, containing two high ranks. And then the last cars are full of professionals who work on Starhopper. As you can see, they've just done the tubing up, and now they're going to clear the entire pad because it's far too dangerous to be around while fuel is in. Remember, this fuel is highly combustible. Personnel are currently clearing.
Also, for all of those watching, I wish you a happy Easter and all the best. Now the ground crew appears to have left the site completely, and they are nowhere near the the launch site. So yeah, it seems that we are ready for fueling to start. And yeah, we'll stay here until fueling starts so that we can launch the Starhopper, or Hoppy as many fans called it.
Just to clear up any misconceptions, the tubes are in the side because they are actually fuel lines. Don't worry, it's perfectly fine. This is what they were for. If you look really carefully, there are 3 tubes on the outside of Starhopper leading all the way to the rim. If you're smart, someone tell me what that is in chat. Bonus points if you can answer. What are those 3 tiny, tiny little tubes running down straight from the top to the sides? Someone answer in chat.
Right, so since we will have a bit more information coming in a short time, we would like to close our questions in about 5 minutes because we will hopefully have our leader, Elon, here to answer some of those. So start posting questions so that Elon can actually answer, and he's the owner of SpaceX Virtual. So post your questions before we close them in 5 minutes.
Just a little reminder, guys. Questions close in 5 minutes. We'll open them again after, yes, but they do close in 5 minutes, so ask your questions now, but while you still can. Alright, guys, I've just had a little chat with Elon for a little second, and yes, he will be joining our stream in just a second. So, yeah, you will be able to answer some really big questions, and he can be able to answer anything, really. Yeah, he's going to be in just a second. So, please post your questions. So just another thing, you've probably noticed by now, but the flare stack is on. As you can see, there's a really big flame right next to it. And don't worry, that's perfectly fine. It's meant to be there. It's just the flame stack. Don't worry, it's all good. Starhopper's still fueling, fuel lines are still connected. Shouldn't be too long now.
Yeah, as you can see, the flare stack is on, and for those wondering, the mission for the flare stack is to essentially burn methane that escapes into the atmosphere. Now, methane is one of the fuels for Starhopper, and if it's released to the atmosphere, it would create essentially a large invisible cloud that could hurt people if a flame was added to it, and it would essentially, and trust me on this, it would explode. Yeah, that's what we would see, and that's why we have the flare stack. It's essentially to keep everyone safe and the vehicle safe itself.
Hello.
Hello everyone, Elon has just joined the VC. He will be answering your questions now. Yes, he's here. Go post your questions in chat.
Hello, in-game chat or whatever chat. I don't mind. It's okay. Just want to say hi, guys. We're still quite a while away from a static, well, not static fire, but from the hop. This is going to be a fairly small hop, as I've mentioned like 3 million times before. It's a 1 meter hop. So, you know, nothing really like out of the ordinary. The next big hop is going to be 20 meters, and then finally the 150 meter hop. We have already ignited the flare. Oh, there's venting already at the bottom. There you go.
Yeah, we have some venting.
Yep, venting is happening right at the bottom. That's a good sign.
That means that a propellant load has started, pretty much. Well, actually, in the next vent is going to start. My bad, my bad. Also, just some quick updates. There's a new plume added to the engine. The engine now has some more effects to it, and there's going to be some more venting effects. Just to make it a little more realistic, of course. To make everything look generally better.
Yeah, just in case you guys don't know, venting is happening on the bottom. There will be probably a second venting, but this is all just because of propellant load. Can I just say how many people we have here in the server with us? Me and Ant here commentating, Elon and Kuvio are here being the major high ranks and recording the stream, and all of the people coming to watch. Thank you for all of you.
Yes, it is possible that the stream might have to be cut short since Kuvio has to go.
Yeah.
But it's okay, it's okay. You can still join in game as long as you're a group member. Anybody can join the group and check out the event live here with us at Boca Chica, Texas. It's important for us to have, you know, the game open to absolutely everyone who's in the group and supporting us. So, oh, there we go. There's I think that's a methane vent.
Yeah, that is definitely the methane vent.
Yes, that's some
There we
venting
go.
going on.
So you can see a second vent now. This is for the methane. This is basically, well, pretty much almost the same reason as the flare stack, because methane is a bit of an explosive volatile gas, and
Yeah,
it's not the best.
Flammable, yes.
Yeah, but the purpose of the vents instead of the flare stack is essentially because in water, the difference in pressure between the liquid and the gaseous state is essentially 800 times the pressure. And what you see here is we are letting the methane leave into the atmosphere so that because when it essentially starts evaporating inside the tanks, it gets quite a bit of a high pressure, and so you need to let it out so that it doesn't essentially just explode.
Beautifully explained that. Thank you. Reminder for all members, guys. Since the stream may end, it may be cut short, unfortunately, due to QVO having to leave. There will be a recap uploaded on QVO's channel. Please go check it out. It's gonna be perfect. Trust me, it's worth your time. Go have a look.
Yes, and we will also be recording the hub itself.
Alright, we have another vent on the top.
Oh yes. It's pressure releasing from the top of the vehicle. That's the 3 major vents that the vehicle has going off at the same time.
Just keep in mind, guys, that is lots and lots of holes.
Yes, the biggest vent is going to be the engine chill vent, which will be at the skirt. But it will be kind of like the vent that you see at the skirt right now, which is a little bit denser, and it will go further off far from the vehicle. Somebody asked earlier if the RCS has been tested. The answer is no, because the RCS tanks have not been installed for this hop. Although the RCS tank supporting things are still on the vehicle. I'm not sure if you can see it from the stream, but in game you definitely can. They're on top of the vehicle. And for the 20 meter and 150 meter hop, they will be installed. And for those hops, there will be no tethers attached to the Starhopper. Since
Very advanced kettle, guys.
Yes, that's obviously, if this test is successful, we will have the 20 meter and 150 meter hop.
While this is all happening, let's go and ask Elon some questions.
Sure, go ahead.
So Elon, how do you feel about the recent massive growth in SpaceX Virtual and how far you've come from all of this?
Honestly, I mean, there's still a long way to go to truly, from my goal in this group. But honestly, right now we're doing way better than expected. And for the 20 meter and 150 meter hop, I expect quite some growth. Obviously, I cannot really confirm anything, but it will be very nice to see some growth, and I think it will happen. So yes. And in the meantime, I would just like to thank all of our supporters who have been supporting the group, especially in the hard times that we've had. Oh, and look, it looks like the vent at the top has stopped.
Yep, as you guys can see, the methane vent and top pressure release vent on the top and on the sides on one of the legs, they have stopped. However, the bottom one is still going, but that's just a propellant load. That is expected. Don't worry, they're all done on the top. There might be a second one going, but probably not. It's just this vent is gonna keep going, not too long, but once it's off, then we're ready for the hop.
Yes,
Flare stack is still going.
Yes, just so you know, the this test hopefully should have significantly less holds than the previous static fire test. We want to test rapid reusability of this engine. This is going to be barely its second firing. It's going to have a total of around 4 ignitions or firings, and then it will be decommissioned. And after Starhopper, we will have Mark 1 rolling in the pad, and it will have hopefully we will have it fly. But this it's still not confirmed. The Mark 1 has pretty much finished development now, and it's nearly ready for its cryo-proof test, but obviously it's not even on the pad right now. We're focusing on Starhopper, and we're focusing on it successfully completing all of its tasks. For the people asking where Sirius is, you can see him near the entrance to the road. That little yellow thing. That's Sirius the dog.
That's Zeus. He does cool
Zeus,
stuff.
Yes. Yes, in case of a rapid unscheduled disassembly, you can go close to the damaged area and inspect. Oh, and there's more pressure releasing from the methane tank.
Yep. More methane has to come out. Finished first, yeah, I thought there was going to be more coming out, honestly. But, yeah.
Oh, it was pretty short.
And it's done.
Yeah, it's a short burst.
Probably just an automatic burst because of methane buildup.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to let that out. Obviously, most of the methane, the excess methane, is burned in the flare stack. In the future, we will have something called the recondenser, which will recondense the methane and turn it back. And after that, it will turn it back into a liquid and put it inside the launch vehicle once again.
As people in the game here at Boguchi know, the status is currently the side vent shutdown. If you don't know what this means, this is the vent on the side. Why do I need to explain it? But yeah, the methane has not overcompensated in the propellant and in the fuel, all of that, and we don't have too much methane, so we don't need to vent anymore. The flare stack is taking away most of the methane, which is what we want.
Well, it's not really the most ideal situation since we're pretty much wasting fuel, but I mean, we will only need a small amount, but we still have to test the pressure on this vehicle.
When you have so much money, that fuel doesn't even matter.
I mean, it will at some point.
Alright, you can start sending in your questions again so that we can answer more of them.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's going to be just a few questions, so yes, because I'm pretty sure Kivioa still has to go. Elon, how many decades until I can go to Mars? Hopefully not more than one.
It's gonna take some time, but once it's there, it's there.
Yep, after Starhopper is just barely like the first step. After that, we will have Mark 1, and then we will start building more prototypes and even test tanks to test the pressure on the vehicle.
For you space nerds, just think about this step as, so Starhopper is the sun, right? Once we finish Starhopper, we get to the, should I say, the theoretical size of the sun. And then, to finally complete our goal, we have to get to the size of Alpha Centauri, which is kind of, a lot bigger.
That's the worst analogy I've ever heard.
It probably is.
It's okay, though. Also, just a reminder, you be sure to post your pictures in a SpaceX gallery in the SpaceX Discord server. Somebody asking, what is Sirius, whatever it's pronounced, used for? Once again, it will be used for inspecting rapid unscheduled disassembly sites. Because humans cannot get close to a recently exploded rocket, obviously. So Sirius can do the job for us. It's remote control, obviously.
Let's help answer some questions. Elon, here's one. Does Starhopper have any sort of shock suppression, or do we just hope that it doesn't land hard?
Oh no, honestly, it does not have shock suppression. It has a pretty wide stance, though. That's why you see those pretty spread out legs. But other than that, it does not have shock suppression. Because these are not really, very effective legs, to be fair.
Another question. Elon, can you bring Zeus over to the spectators? I don't think he can, sorry.
No.
Here's another one. How much question do you... Go ahead.
Vent.
Oh yes, that's top vent going off.
Yeah.
Top
Yes.
vent, pressure release vent.
Yeah.
Here's one. How much time do SpaceX Virtual developers spend on developing?
Many hours per day. Well, that's me. That's me mostly, but whatever. We still have some other devs who work very hard. For example, Lemon Boy, who made the plume for us. He made a new plume and it looks absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. But I kind of doubt it, to be honest. Okay, I have another question in chat.
Will you guys make other things like Zeus?
Not really, unless it blows up or something. Which we hope it doesn't happen.
Good afternoon.
Question from good afternoon. Question from ProBoss2112 in chat. Will you go to the moon to make the moon base or no? I'm gonna assume is, will you go to the moon to make the moon base or not? Yes, that's the idea. Well, with Starship, not me, but Elon, can you bring Zeus? No, we're not doing that. Will you guys make other things like Zeus? Once again, no, unless it blows up or something. It's kind of, we need to make a doghouse for Zeus. There's one in real life, so we have to build one, obviously. Question, how can I sign up to help with the rockets? Well, you can always apply when applications are open as long as you're over 13 years old. You can apply for stuff like astronauts, ground crew, advanced team.
Commander control, ground crew, advanced team, HRs, but you can't really just apply for that. But yeah, there is a lot of things that you can go into depending on what takes your fancy.
Yes, obviously HR applications are pretty rare, especially right now. I think we have a pretty solid high rank team. Shout out to Electrolyze Italian and Velocity, and all of the high ranks really. Captain McLaren, Building to Trains. You guys are awesome. You may and obviously the staff members. Also the head of departments like Aviation Eyes, Lobsterdam. You guys are awesome. And our engineers. I'm missing quite a lot of people, but shout out to everyone.
You're missing quite a few people.
Yes, our staff team has like 80 people. There's like 80 plus people in our staff set, but if I am not that's like a new update, so.
Here's another.
The header vent is off. Yeah, keep going.
Vent is off. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say vent is off. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna hop in here. It looks like engine chill is still continuing.
No, engine chill's a different vent. It's kind of like this vent, but it's like really long and dense. Kind of.
Oh yeah, I see
Here's
that.
a question from live chat in the actual from QVO Roblox stream. Question from Lemon Boy, the baby.
I can confirm the baby is now present inside the oxygen tank.
We got another question coming in from Lifelo. Will you make Mark 1 pop? Well, we don't know. Mark 1 will continue its testing, and eventually we'll see if it gets to the flight stage, or maybe it happens something to it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of questions.
I believe we're following the realistic timeline, like that happened in real life. So I do believe that the developers would make it pop.
Yes, obviously.
Just before we answer some more questions, QVO is forcing Elon to give him recognition.
Recognition.
Jesus Christ.
Well, shout out to QBR.
Yeah, guys, appreciate QVOA. He just says in chat, let's go.
Wait.
QVOA turned into a convertible.
There's something going on right now. There's another stream that's like a restream of this stream.
Oh yeah, it's by some dude called Antbat B1234, I believe.
Does he have permission to restream it?
I don't think so.
I mean, I remember talking to somebody if he could stream it, but I thought he was
Everyone
gonna.
go troll that kid.
No.
Nah, we don't.
No.
We don't. No. We don't appreciate that.
Just,
I can confirm. Starhopper is turning into a convertible.
Starhopper will turn into a convertible on April 4th, 2021 at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Congratulations to Starhopper.
Guys, keep that in mind. Someone needs to write that down, okay? Starhopper will turn into the baby convertible.
Okay, actually, never mind. He's not restreaming the stream. I am sorry, that was my mistake. I think it's just the same style as NSF also. So no, it's a different stream. So yes, no. Shout out to this guy.
Apologies.
Apologies. Shout out to him. Although it's the same thumbnail, which kind of sussy, but whatever. I'm not
Sussy.
sure.
See, chat. This is why Elon is sus.
No, we don't know. Will you change Starship every time it gets changed IRL? I mean, if you can tell, we're 2 years behind in Starship development. We're still on Starhopper, so we will try to do everything as accurately as possible. And once we go orbital, we will try our best to do all of the real missions as well. So yes.
2 years behind. Meanwhile, like, I don't even remember how many months ago during the super heavy launch.
Oh yeah, December.
Yeah, that was fun. I was there.
Yes, it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed that.
Here's a question from me, Elon. Can you pet Zeus?
Oh, you're trying to get me killed or something? What if it just static fires as soon as I go close to the pan and then just kills me?
What, Zeus static fires? Good luck with that.
It's just static fires, yes.
Question from Kuvioa, which was reposted from a guy called Muffin Man in live chat. Question for Elon. Amogus?
Oh my god.
Taking up is correct.
I cannot confirm Amogus, but I think Starhopper is sus. You know what I was thinking? Maybe putting a camera on Zeus.
That would be pretty cool.
And we could move it around. Because, I mean, you know, Zeus has a camera in real life, so, you know, it would be cool. I don't know if you guys want that.
What about Star Pogger, as Charles Revelation says in chat?
Star Pogger, oh my god, what is happening to this chat? Zeus needs to be the first thing to fly in a starship. I was thinking of a Cybertruck, to be fair.
Honestly, I think Zeus, a very expensive robot, is kind of hard to replace. But, yeah.
I mean, what's more expensive, a Cybertruck or Zeus?
Actually, we need to
Definitely
search that up. Can
Cybertruck.
someone... I think it's Cybertruck.
You're not getting a Zeus for $40,000.
Yeah, I don't think so.
For how much does the Boston Dynamics dog cost?
There is a guy called Lemon Boy in the chat saying T-minus 9 minutes and 10 seconds. That is not exactly that, because we haven't seen an engine chill yet, so we are definitely more than 10 minutes away from the hop.
Okay, so a Boston Dynamics Spot robot dog costs $75,000.
Oh my. Well, now the chat is currently going insane, saying Star Susser, please stop.
Star Saucer, oh my god.
Please, I beg of you, please stop. Here's a real question for Elon on the live chat of the stream. Question for Elon. Well, when will moon missions happen with Starship?
Dear man.
Moon missions. First one's gonna be Deer. Actually, no, I'm joking. No. Maybe we will have translunar injection missions, if that's what you mean. That would probably be in, I don't know, within the first year of real life Starship operations. Because right now I'm talking about real life Starship because we will pretty much do the same missions. So maybe 1 year after the first launch, they will have a translunar injection mission. So if you're talking about landing on the moon, that's going to be Artemis in 2024. So, and if you're talking about maybe like flying around the moon, that would be Dear Moon in 2023.
And just a reminder to everyone, we're kind of following the timeline here that SpaceX is following, even though it's pretty much impossible to follow at this point. So at this moment, we're just kind of starting at Starhopper. We'll make our way up to where they are right now with SN15 and boosters. So Elon, my question is, do we have a mid bay and high bay already made over?
First of all, we don't have a build site in this game yet. I don't know if I'm gonna make one. Second, those two things did not exist until like 2020. So actually, maybe late 2019 the mid bay existed, but I remember when the high bay was being constructed back in mid 2020. So, you know, it was quite a while ago, but it was like 2020. So realistically, it would be a year from now in roleplay time, if you want to call it like that.
We have a question from Tony Loves Whatever. So no manned missions yet. Yes, we're not having any manned missions yet, but we will probably make our way up there.
Except for cabin missions, the private flights, of course. Investors of this lovely company get private flights.
Yeah, on Dragon, but no man on Starship.
No Starship yet. Yeah.
Question for Photon: how much money has been spent on Starhopper up to this point?
Grand total of 0 Robux with 0 cents.
That's a great price.
But if you're talking about how much Starhopper costs in real life, let me search it for you.
Yeah,
Tank is on the way.
I have been searching on NASASpaceflight forums and everywhere, and I really can't find a price tag for Starhopper.
Starhopper. No, I really can't either. So.
Question.
He just spends money.
Oh my god, let me talk. Question for Elon from Adam: when will we catch up to where we are in real life? Will you just wait a couple of days after this same mission that happened? So basically just follow the timeline or just go a bit quicker?
I'm not gonna lie, obviously we cannot overtake them. But, you know, I think we will never catch up, considering that we will do every single test tank and stuff. And, you know, our events are not that regular. It's not like we do, it's not like we do tests every day or something. So, no, I think we will not catch up at all. But if we do somehow, then we will just go parallel to them, which will be very interesting, and honestly, but it's going to be twice as hard in my opinion. But so right now I just hope that we don't catch up like ever.
And following up to that, I believe at some point we'll get like relatively close, but we'll probably stay a few missions or so behind.
Yes, that will probably be when they're orbital already. So, and right now we're how many years behind? Right now it's like in roleplay time it's April 5th, 2019. So.
Yeah, we are
tanks have started up.
1 year.
Oh.
We are almost exactly 1 year behind.
2 years. 2 years.
Oh,
2
yeah,
years,
2
yeah.
years. Oh yeah. And 1 day.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. Honestly, that wasn't even planned. That's just coincidence. Elon, can I have some Dogecoin? Buy it yourself.
Wow, savage.
Yes.
All of the vents were just on, but now the side has turned off. Header tank is still on, and obviously the bottom is still on. Elon, QVO does have to go soon, so he needs you to tell him how much longer.
Honestly, it's gonna be quite a while. The two static fire engine chill hasn't even begun, so.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. To be honest, like it's gonna be a while. So I don't know if the if it's gonna. I think I don't know if we're gonna end the stream right now. To be honest.
Should we go live on SpaceX's channel?
There's
If
another
you-
live stream. There's another live stream if you want to check it out. I'll post it in announcements. But that one doesn't have a commentary. But yeah, you can just check it out if you want. It will be complete. It's in announcements. And and Captain McLaren just posted an awesome picture there. So actually, it's gonna be in general. I'm gonna post it in general. But
For everyone,
I don't
there is
think it
another
has
stream
the-
link in general.
I don't like how it has the same thumbnail though. I should talk to whoever hosting this about it. But if you really want to check it out, you can just check it out in the general channel.
Remember,
we
all
will
official
not be
streams
there.
are done by QVO.
Well, this is not really an official stream, but I mean, it's just something. I would say this is the closest thing to an official. So yeah, okay, guys. I don't know if QVO is gonna end the stream now. I don't know if he's gonna tell us to say goodbye right now, but.
QVO will ping me once the stream ends.
All right, okay.
He has said keep going for now, so we'll stand by. We'll stand by for what he's commenting and saying.
More
Yes, sir, we're
questions
still
are opening
going.
now. Guys in the game and in chat, please ask us any questions while the stream is still on.
Yes, there's not much time left, so be sure to leave some questions in.
And please keep your questions on topic.
Yes, please.
No more Among Us, please.
No more emojis in chat. Thank
But
you.
if you want to talk
But
about the
no
robot
one
dog, you may ask.
You can
Robot
also
dog.
see Enderboy and Adnet, which are the commentators. It's me and Horizon Skies right next to Illumination in game.
Oh yes. Wait, you're next to me in game? I haven't.
Yeah, we're
Checked.
like 1 minute.
Oh yes, you are. Oh hello.
Hi.
Oh hey, what's up?
We're all up here in the game if you guys want to ask us a question. Like,
No, I'm
you're
next
better
to
at
Elon.
asking Elon a question, but yeah.
No,
Water towers can fly. Yep. That's actually a famous tweet by Elon. That water towers can fly.
I believe that's wasn't that like an everyday astronaut quote? I can't remember.
I think Elon tweeted it also
Yeah,
after.
the thing is it filled with water.
Flammable water. Yeah.
Flammable water, but it's very close.
It's not
It's
water.
explosive water.
It's CH4, which is methane.
H4 and O2.
Guys,
Well,
let me just
yes,
put it
I
in
can.
another terrible analogy. It's like inside there, all of those all of the fuel there ignites and it causes an explosion inside the rocket. Except it explodes very gently. Yes.
Very gently if you're next to it, but
Yeah.
very to Elon, yes, totally.
Essentially, this has flammable water and liquid air. That's the best way to explain it.
Liquid air.
I mean,
Liquid oxygen.
Okay.
Air.
it has nitrogen tanks for the pressurization, and it also has the oxygen for the fuel. So essentially, it's liquid air.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, except without any nitrogen.
Yes, no nitrogen.
No, actually, you have separate tanks with nitrogen for the pressurization.
You see, See, there's two types of people in the game right now. There is spectate. There is average spectate fan, and then there is back enjoyer.
Back enjoyer.
Yes, press back and appreciate. the spec.
Oh yeah, back enjoying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we need to wrap things up because viewer is about to end the stream. So we hope you'll see the hop today, and hopefully everything goes well. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you
Yes,
everyone
sir.
for coming to the SpaceX Virtual stream. You are free to join the game. Links are everywhere. If you want to see another stream of it without any commentary, not really that official, there is one in general that Elon Nation posted. Please keep in touch. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.